Sermon 46. Commentary. This supplication was uttered by Imam Ali alayhi salam in Kufa as he prepared to march with his army towards Syria, Sham, to confront Muawiyah ibn Abu Sufyan. The context was the period after the Battle of Jamal in 36 AH and the failed arbitration at Siffin in 37 AH, when Muawiyah had refused allegiance, consolidated power in Syria, and continued raids into Imam Ali's territories. The Imam had exhausted peaceful efforts, including sending envoys like Jarir ibn Abdullah al-Bajali, but the situation had reached the point where military action became inevitable to restore unity and justice. Before departing, Imam Ali turned to Allah in this heartfelt dua, seeking protection for the journey and for the families left behind in Kufa. The prayer reflects the heavy responsibility of leadership. The Imam was leaving his people vulnerable while facing the hardships and uncertainties of war. It was a moment of deep reliance on Allah, tawakkul, acknowledging that only the Creator can simultaneously accompany the traveller and safeguard those left at home. Ibn Maytham al-Bahrani states that this supplication beautifully combines elements of tawheed, oneness of Allah, and tawakkul, reliance on Allah. The Imam acknowledges Allah as the only one who can perfectly fulfill two seemingly contradictory roles: companion on the journey for the army and protector of the families left behind. No human or created being can do both simultaneously. From the hardships of journey, from the grief of returning, and from the scene of devastation in the sermon, shows the Imam's awareness of war's realities, physical hardship, possible defeat or heavy losses, and the suffering that follows. His prayer is not for victory alone, but for protection from unnecessary harm. The addition by Imam Ali from the part of the sermon where he states, "None except thee can join," is regarded as a masterful completion of the prophetic dua, elevating it with unparalleled eloquence. Allama al-Majlisi in his Bihar quotes narrations confirming the first part of the sermon being from the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, while the concluding proportion is unique to Imam Ali alayhi salam, demonstrating his divinely inspired eloquence. The dua reflects the Imam's role as a merciful leader. Even while marching to war, he prays for the safety of both his soldiers and the civilians left behind, showing his deep concern for the Ummah's welfare. Allama Muhammad Hussain Tabatabai believes that this sermon is a perfect expression of Tawheed in action as well as tawakkul, for only Allah can be present everywhere and fulfill opposing roles at once. It teaches that true reliance on Allah resolves apparent contradictions. He alone can accompany the traveller while guiding them home. The prayer for protection from the scene of devastation of poverty of men reveals the Imam's sorrow at the necessity of war among Muslims and his desire to minimize them. Shaheed Ayatollah Sayyid Ali Khamenei often quotes this sermon in his discussions on the Nahj al-Balagha. He highlighted the sermon as a model of complete reliance on Allah in difficult missions. The leader prays for both the journey, the struggle, and those left behind, the families and society. Ayatollah Khamenei emphasized the concluding part as a profound expression of divine unity, for only Allah can simultaneously be the companion and the guardian. He applies it to modern responsibilities. Those engaged in the path of truth resistance, service to the Ummah, preparation for Imam Mahdi alayhi must place complete trust in Allah, who alone can protect both the journey, the active struggle, and the home the family's community left behind. In times of hardship, this dua teaches balanced reliance, prayer for safety and success, while accepting that Allah's will encompasses both the traveller and those who remain.